Hey, happy January! I've got some cards for you for this very first week. Make sure that you go to your zodiac sign in the description and it'll allow you to skip straight to your sign so you don't have to go through it all and wait. Alright, I'll see you at your sign. New week, new you. I've got some cards for you, Aries, and here they are. First things first, for this week, we have this forest breath. Now your guides are telling you to make sure that you spend some time breathing. And I know that sounds really redundant because our bodies breathe naturally, but keep in mind, whenever we get really stress-riddled and we start doing a bunch of things, we overwhelm our bodies. And sometimes we forget to breathe those deep breaths that really stimulate the oxygen to wherever it needs to go within our bodies. Next we have is cave sanctuary. Now this is going with that body of yours. Your guides are wanting you to realize how beautiful and amazing and how it truly is this temple that you have in your own possession. Remember, please, this is a place of peace, it's a place of love, and it's a place for you yourself to thrive. And lastly, we have this volcano, volatility reversed. Now, your guides are saying that you are doing very well with your temper, whether you realize it or not. I know you're really funny in the way that you handle things. You have this wit about when things go wrong. And honestly, your guides are really telling you that someone this week is going to try to lash out on you. They're going to try to hurt your feelings. But you overall, you're going to be very cool and collected, and you're going to handle the situation with ease and grace. Someone else is going to blow their top and try to get you to go downhill with them. You don't have to join in that lava or magma. That's what I've got for you. I'll see you next week. Bye. Check out my meditations and affirmations playlists on this channel. Hey Taurus, for your weekly reading, here's what your guides are trying to communicate with you. First thing we have is well breach. They're quite proud in all of the efforts that you've put forth up until this point. They want you to know that you are breaching, you are really ramming through the surfaces, getting one level higher and one level higher and one level higher so often. And I want you to realize how beautiful this moment is. After all, whenever a whale comes and breaches the surface, that is something that people come from around the world to see. I still try to see you as well. Next, we have waterfall effortless. So this week is going to flow very easily for you. A lot of things are pretty much it's just working out in your favor. It feels like you're aligned very easily with your flow. That being said, you're not going to have to try to force things to go into position for you, just like the waterfall. It doesn't think, hey, let me go run down this hill real fast, let me scream, wee! No, it just falls. Sometimes we have to fall in order to make that big splash that we want. Well now, you're done falling. It's time for you to enjoy the splash that you're creating in this world. And lastly, we have this wind activation reversed. Ooh, interesting. So it looks like you've started something quite a while ago, and I'm hearing you've been trying to do this for a couple of years. But let me just say, now you're inspiring someone else to get along this path with you. And it seems like this is a pretty aligned path for them as well, although they're not going to see it through long term as you are. But this will help both of you guys in the short term get to the points where you want. Congratulations. I'm really seeing like a lot of movement here for you in the right direction. That's what I've got for you right now, Taurus. Let me know if that resonated in the comments, and I'll see you next week. Follow me on Instagram for your daily affirmation and spirit-guided message. Hey there, Gemini. So I've got this weekly reading for you, and it goes a little something like this. Check it out. So first thing we have is Green Man Synergy. Ooh, this is just saying that you're not going to be able to see whenever one thing starts and another thing ends. It's all going to flow together very easily and effortlessly for you. I'm seeing like a lot of things are going your way right now. And trust me, by the end of the week, you will definitely see how you've flown from one thing to the next. Remember, keep your eyes and your heart focused on what you want to have. That big goal. Keep your eyes and your heart there, and you will get it. Next, we have clouds shape-shifting. Now your guides are saying that you are moving very quickly. You're growing and developing at such a rapid rate, and it's amazing how other people are really noticing this about you. Sometimes we grow so quickly that people don't see it because they're used to who we used to be. But in your case, everyone's seeing how much you've developed. They're really proud of you, even if they don't say it. And lastly, we have summer solstice radiance. I want you to remember that beautiful light that's within you, everybody else can see it. Even if it's hard for you yourself to see it, the world sees how beautiful you are. Just as you're changing into this more beautiful, magnificent creature, your guides want you to know that this is good. Allow yourself to be that bright, shiny, beautiful soul that we all see. And know that you won't go wrong with it. That's what I've got for you right now, Gemini. I'll see you next week. Bye. Follow me on Facebook for your opportunity to have your questions answered every day. Happy new week, dear Cancer. I've got some cards for you, and your reading is going to go a little something like this. First things first, we have this mountain string. This is just an easy reminder that you are much stronger than you feel and believe within the moments, especially in those moments of weakness. You know, we all have little dips in our life, and you may not be perfect, but you know what? No one else in this entire world is. Embrace your imperfections and flaws, and know that you are just climbing a mountain. Sometimes climbing gets steep, and sometimes you get a little out of breath. It's hard to make it to the summit. It's hard to make it to the peak, but you'll make it. I can see that in you. Next we have is Fairies Earth Magic. Now your guides are wanting you to know how beautiful and amazing the world around you is. Fairies are very mischievous creatures, and that's really why you're going to have to feel like you're a little bit stronger than you are, that you're not as strong as you are sometimes. Excuse me. Now, remember whenever things go wrong, that these fairies are just there telling you, hey, you know, I think you should find a way to think about the bright side. Find a way to laugh about it. And trust that honestly, I'm sorry about the train. And trust that honestly, there's a reason for it. It's a blessing in disguise. And lastly, we have is Lake Stillness. Whenever things start getting chaotic and start stirring up, remember that you have this place of peace within you. You have that in yourself. You don't have to look out for peace from an external source. It doesn't have to come from that. In fact, it will not, ever. Your guides want you to know the only place you'll find that calm, serenity, Peace is within yourself. Whenever the winds start to pick up, remember that. And also remember, one of my favorite quotes, no matter how the wind howls, the mountain cannot melt. That's from Mulan. If you haven't seen that movie, you definitely should. That's all I've got for you right now. I hope you have a fabulous week. I'll see you next time. Bye. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram for your daily readings. Happy new week, Leo. So, I've got some cards for you. They're right here. Let's check them out. First thing we have is tree grounding. Now your guides are telling you that this is okay to get grounded. Whenever you're grounded, you actually become a lot healthier because that energy flows up through your leg channels, cleansing you, making sure that you are exactly where you need to be at all times. Now, please remember, whenever things start getting fuzzy or confused, you can just ground yourself. You can do so easily through meditations. I have quite a few on my channel, you can check it out. Or you can also do it through breath work. There's also exercises on my channels. One of my favorite ways to ground is by playing with my puppy. That's something really easy and fun that you can do to ground yourself as well. Next we have a ceremony invocation. Now your guides are wanting you to know that sometimes we have to invoke what we want into our lives. Whether it's the willingness to get up in the morning, or exercise, or eat right, whatever that case is, your guides want you to know that this is for you. You have to claim it, you have to accept it. Whatever you want in this life, you just have to want it really badly sometimes. But really just want it. And then allow yourself to have it. And lastly, we have a stone people, vigilance. Now your guides are wanting to just keep an eye out for the signs that they're going to be giving you throughout this week. There are going to be a lot of life-changing moments here. Life-changing moments. You know, there's a reason you are you. It's because you can handle all of these changes with ease and charisma. No one can do this like you. That's what I've got for you, Leo. If you haven't already, check out the monthly reading, and then also I'll see you next week. Have a good one. Bye. Please subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications so you never miss a single video. Hey Virgo, I've got your weekly reading right here. So let's check it out and see what we've got in store for you this week. First things first, we have this ocean ebb and flow. Now your guides are telling you that it's time for you to start ebbing and flowing. You know, there's an even balance in life. You have to give and take. You have to put in that effort in order to get what you want, right? Remember, there is an even flow. I feel like you've been putting in a lot of work here. A lot of work. And you know what? You may not see the results right now, but you will very soon. Your luck is changing. Next we have is volcano volatility. Virgo. You're a perfectionist, whether you want to believe it or not. You know, sometimes whenever things don't go right, we get angry, we get hot-headed, right? But remember, you don't have to blow up on other people. You don't have to lash out. It's not becoming on you anyways. In fact, it makes you look a little bit less mature than you are. But there's a way you can handle this with ease and grace. Just be aware of the abilities you have. And lastly, we have a shaman, ancient healing wisdom reversed. I'm really feeling like you've been doing a lot of internal work. Your guides are very proud indeed. But at some point, we have to realize we can only do so much, because our knowledge only stems so far. Sometimes it's okay to reach out and say, yeah, actually, I would like some help. If you don't mind helping me, I would really like some help growing and developing on my own. And of course, you know, you're not going to do it for me. I still have to do all this work, which is best for you, right? Because you don't trust anybody else to do the work for you. You want to be shown how to do it properly. Listen to your guides, because it looks like you have some great leaders around you right now. That's what I've got for you, Virgo. Let me know how that resonated in the comment. And you know what? I'll see you next week. Bye. Follow me on Instagram for your daily affirmation and spirit-guided message. Hey Libra, happy new week. So I've got some cards for you. They are actually right here. It seems like this is something your guides have been trying to tell you for a little while now. Let's see what it is. First things first, we have this Desert Vision Quest reversed. Goodness gracious. You keep trying to invite people along the ride for you, with you. Sweetie, no matter how beautiful this ride is with someone else, that's within the moment. But long term, this ride is yours. It is your solo path. No one's been there from your birth to your end, and no one else will make it there. This is a desert. This is a vision quest. Feels like sometimes you need to connect back with yourself. Perhaps through nature, if you have an opportunity to do this, please do. Next we have is new moon. Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry about that. There was a train. I don't know if you heard it, but just in case. So, next we have is new moon promise. It's your Libra. Your guides are wanting you to know that everything that has been promised to you is going to come to you in this lifetime. It hasn't been promised to anybody else for a reason. It's yours and yours alone. That vision, that urge, that desire that you have, it's all for you. You're the only one that can complete this. Only one. And lastly, we have winter solstice reflection. Now, this is becoming a time where a lot of people are in a very cold area. At least the coldest it's going to get for a while, right? But your guides want you to know that this is the perfect time to think back on how far you've come. Sometimes we live so much in our present and in our goals and in our future. We don't really realize the entire journey that we've been. But your guides are saying, think back, look at it. You might be surprised on how far you've come, especially if you're sitting there thinking, you haven't accomplished much in life. Because you have. I want you to remember that. And you know what? I hope you have a good week, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Follow me on Facebook for your opportunity to have your questions answered every day. Happy New Week, Scorpio! So I've got some cards for you, and these are messages from your guides. So here we go. First things first, we have as well breach. And your guides are saying that you've accomplished a lot more than you realized you have. Sometimes we don't think we've gotten from level 1 to level a zillion as quickly as we have, because you have. You've been doing a lot of inner work, I'm hearing. Breaking through barriers. This whole week is going to be about you moving from one level to the next, to the next, to the next. You're not going to stay on a level very long. A few hours max. Remember to take a nap towards the end of the week, as you're going to be quite exhausted. Next we have is dance celebration. I feel like you're really accomplishing things. Even if you feel like you're not, you are getting rid of a lot of traumas. You're getting rid of a lot of things that held you back for so long. And this is cause for celebration in itself. Your guides want you to know it's okay to celebrate you, who you are. It's okay to celebrate you. Whether that looks like a dance, or that looks like eating your favorite food or dessert. Whatever that looks like to you, celebrate your winnings. And lastly, we have as fairies, earth magic. Now, your guides are wanting you to know that sometimes things don't go right. And it feels like they haven't for the past 6 to 8 weeks. Goodness. But your guides want you to know those are blessings in disguise, as everything's coming together right now. You are an amazing, beautiful, serene creature. And your guides want you to remember to keep looking at the bright side. After all, fairies are very light. They're very funny, and they're a little mischievous. That's what I've got for you right now. Let me know if that resonated in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Please subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications so you never miss a single video. Happy new week, Sagittarius. So I've got some cards for you right here. Your guides have some messages. First things first, we have is Gaia, nurturing. Now, sometimes we forget about who our number one is in this world, in this lifetime. Do you have a guess? It's not your friends, it's not your family, it's not your spouse, it's not your children. It's you. You're the only one that can live your life for you. Now, remember to take good care of yourself. Because if you're out there trying to take care of everybody else all the time, but you forget about your number one, you can't give them all of that person. You can't give them all of you. Next, we have this ceremony invocation reversed. Now, love, your guides want you to know that you can get things out of your life just by saying, go. Telling it to leave. And really forcefully taking it out of your life sometimes. But remember one thing. Whenever you say you don't want something in your life anymore, the universe will instinctively give you one more test. Give you one more test saying, are you sure? You sure you're done with it this time? Of course, we know what's best for you. But are you sure you don't want it one more time? Get rid of it. It's had its time, it's had its place, and it isn't serving you anymore. Lastly, we have Aspire, passion. I'm feeling a lot of warmth here. Like being wrapped in a blanket. A quilt, actually. Now, I'm feeling like you're a very creative, loving soul. And what you do really engulfs these people. It really makes them feel at home. It makes them feel loved and warm and cherished. As if snuggling up under a quilt, drinking some hot cocoa on a cold winter day. You warm them up. You give them fire. You give them passion. And you do that for this world. Don't let anybody, dull your flame. That's what I've got for you. Let me know if that resonated in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Follow me on Facebook for your opportunity to have your questions answered every day. Hey Capricorn, got a message for you from your guides. Check it out. First things first, for this week, we have is Dreamtime Creation. Now your guides are telling you it's okay to create new things. It's okay to express yourself however your body wants to do it. You have these natural cravings for a reason, whether it's to write, to paint, or to dance. Whatever the case is, however your soul wants to express everything it's feeling and saying, it needs to get out into this world. Allow it to. You are experiencing these cravings for a reason. Next, we have this iceberg submerged. So, oh, it's reversed, sorry. Obviously, you could see that, I didn't say it though. But if you can see the big picture, if you can see where you want to go, why are you stalling on yourself? Why are you not allowing yourself to work towards this? Do you expect it to just drop in front of you one day? You gotta put in some effort. You gotta do something. Come on now. Of course, keep your vision, keep your eyes on this big goal that you have. Like I said, you can see the majority of it, about 80%. Now, are you gonna let those little things that you can't see hold you back? Don't. That's silly. And lastly, we have this dragonfly emergence. My love. You are starting to emerge this beautiful being that you've always been. And I'm feeling like you're just stepping up into this role. You didn't think yourself that you could do this, but you can. You most definitely can do this. And your guides want you to know this is just the first step of letting the world see the beautiful soul that you are on the inside. They are there. They are guiding you, and everything will turn out just the way you expect. After all, you can see the majority of the results. Time to create love. That's what I've got for you. I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Follow me on Facebook for your free birthday reading. Hey Aquarius, I've got a message for you for this week from your spirit guides. Let's check it out. First things first, we have is Whale Breach. You are doing so well. You are doing so well in this life. Your guides want you to know that they see you putting in this effort, and it's this tremendous amount of effort. You know, a lot of times we go from different levels and we don't realize until we hit a boss level how far we've come. Trust you don't need that boss to say, hey, you've made it quite a long way. I want you to not be scared to rise up and let the world see you for who you are. Do a little dance and allow yourself to be seen as that beautiful, amazing, exotic creature you are. Next we have is Tsunami, Wake Up Call. I'm feeling like you're really getting this awakening. this beautiful awakening in your life. Remember, please, that you can't get the things that you've never gotten before doing the things that you've always done. Your guides want you to know it's okay to change just a little. They're not asking you to change your personality. They're not asking you to do something that will hurt you ultimately. They're asking you to suck up your pride and change just a little bit. Go with the wind. And lastly, we have this desert vision quest. Now your guides are wanting you to know you can do this. You've been given this vision. You've been given this goal. You've been given the skills to acquire everything. You can do it. This is your path. Walk it with pride. Walk it with grace. Walk it because no one else can fill your shoes. You've got this. Do you not see that? You've got this. That's all I've got for you right now. Let me know if that resonated, if it helped you out at all, in the comments. And you know what? I'll see you next week. Bye. Check out my meditations and affirmations playlists on this channel. Hey Pisces! I've got a message for you for this week from your spirit guides. Let's check it out. First things first, we have is Eagle Communion. Now it looks like your guides are communicating with you on a spiritual and emotional level. And it feels like you try to hear them out quite often. You know what? Do you know what? It's a good thing that you do what you do. Your guides want you to know to listen to them as you are and trust them. Take your actions as they say. You've been given these messages for a reason. Follow your path, trust your instincts. You've got this. Next we have is love and compassion. Love and compassion. You know, a lot of times people look at love as it's this emotion. People look at love like it's something that happens between people, but it's more than that. Love is an action, love is a reaction. It's how we hold ourselves. And you can hold yourself within love and show yourself and show the world around you a little bit of compassion, because honestly, we all need it. We need that beautiful soul that is you to help us through things, to make us understand things that maybe we don't, because you see the world so differently than we do. You know, what you have is powerful. Your opinions, your emotions, your thoughts, your feelings, every single bit. Don't be scared to share that with those who need it. And remember, you may not know who all needs to hear that from you. And lastly, we have this tree grounding. I'm feeling like you. Instead of really trying to get with the ground and earth, it feels like you're very flowy. Like instead of being on ground, on the surface of the earth, it feels like you're on water, like you're in the ocean. You're moving quite fast, which is great. It's nice to move fast. But whenever you're walking, and you're walking in the ocean, do you realize how slowly you're actually able to go? You're not a boat. You may feel like you're moving extremely fast, but if you put those feet on the ground where you were born to do, everything would start making much more sense. Remember to stay on your path just as you are, but try your best to stay grounded if you can. There's links in my description. No, there's not actually. You can go visit some of my playlists. I have meditation playlists as well as exercises that you can use to ground yourself. Reclaiming your throne even. We know that you're loyal. So that's all I've got for you right now. I hope you have a fabulous week. And you know what? I'll see you next week. Bye!
Follow me on Facebook and Instagram for your daily readings.